Good morning, my friends. We are taking a little departure from our usual Sunday What's New video to bring a special event. It's kind of a last second special event, but as a lot of you guys know, this last week, a lot of new tariffs were hit on tons of countries, including a 24% new tariff on Japan tackle. Now, as purveyors of the world's finest tackle and the finest JDM tackle out of Japan, 24% tax has the potential to have some huge implications to us, to you guys on pricing, to the brands on manufacturing and availability. So before it turns chaotic, and trust me, we got this. We're gonna work as much as we can to minimize and navigate all these new things that the world is throwing at us. But before it gets to chaos, we thought, let's have a special event, celebrate you guys, celebrate Japan tackle. So today, we are calling it Tariff Liberation Day. This is the tariff reversal sale. Instead of hitting 24% tariff, we're gonna give you guys 24% back on everything store-wide. So if you're ready to save big and have some fun, let's go. All right, welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined this beautiful tariff reversal Sunday by my guy, Jeffrey the King. Jeff?
Sir.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Would you like a beer?
No. The tariffs took it away from me.
24% tariff on Orion. I'm not looking forward to it.
Bad.
But let's be honest, it could be a 24,000% tariff. I'm still buying.
The last man standing.
You're not taking my Orion out of my hands. Cheers to you, my friends. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing good. A chaotic week, right? Lots of uncertainty, lots of wildness. So we really thought that today we would kind of dedicate to an opportunity for us to do whatever we can for you guys, just as a way to help you guys save, help you guys grab product while, you know, if there's product, there's all kinds of nuttiness happening. I've been literally on the phone with brands and manufacturers for the last 4 days straight, 24 hours a day. There's a lot of chaos that has potential to happen over the next few weeks. There's some huge brands that are you're gonna see some sweeping price increases, you're gonna see availability shrink, all kinds of things if these tariffs end up staying. So today, we don't want to stress about it. There's enough stress, right? $13 a dozen eggs, right? Let's worry about that stuff. And fishing, let's keep fun. So today, we are doing a 24, or I should say up to 24% back to you guys on all purchases. And I'm going to break down how that is going to happen. We do have some new product releases as well we'll talk about today. We have our remaining custom bento boxes dropping today, so we will jump to that as well. So let's start with the tariff reversal day. If you guys aren't familiar with tariffs, tariffs are basically a tax that the importer pays at the border. So for instance, if I was to order $1,000 worth of tackle from Japan, it arrives here at the US, I then get the great honor of cutting a 24% tax bill, $2,400, right? Or $240 on 1,000, right? I get to pay as a tariff. That tariff is going to somehow trickle back to all of us, right? So before this stuff gets nutty and before it gets out of hand, we're going to basically do the reverse to you guys. So if you spent $1,000 at our store, instead of us sending you a bill for a tariff, we're going to give you a gift of 24% back, okay? So we are going to do the gift back on a gift card, okay? And it's going to be in $100 increments. So if you spend $100 in our store, you're going to get an instant gift card for 24%, which would be 24 bucks, right? And we're going to do it in $100 increments. So you spend $200, you're going to get $48 back. Spend $300, you're going to get $72 back. And you can use that gift card for whatever you want. It's our way of saying thank you for the business. Thank you for your trust in knowing that we're going to navigate this and we're going to keep this, you know, JDM tackle going and super cool. And trust me, we've been working with all the brands. A lot of the brands are willing to kind of, you know, be in here for the long game and navigate, take things on the chin, figure out what to do. So it's going to be okay. Fishing is going to be fun. So what you're going to see is Everything starts at $100 and goes in $100 increments as far as the gift card back to you guys. So you spend between $100 and $199, you're gonna get $24. Spend between $200, $299, $48. So on and so forth, all the way up to $2,000, right? So you want to spend $2,000, you're gonna get what is that? 24% is $480 back, right? If you want to make a purchase above $2,000, just split it into two separate things. So if you want to buy, you know, if you're like Jeff and you're just rolling in it and you want to spend, you know, $3,000, do a $2,000 order and a $1,000 order, and then you could take full advantage of the 24% gift cards back. Okay. Now, a couple notes on the gift card. We are going to run this promotion for the next 48 hours. So today and tomorrow. Okay. We'll give everybody a chance who's at church or fishing or doing whatever they're doing today to be able to take advantage of this. Gift cards can't be used to buy gift cards with our system, okay? So if you spend $100 and you get a $24 gift card back, you can't use that $24 gift card to do another $100 purchase. Our system won't allow it. So you'll have to wait to spend that $24 until Tuesday, right? Or if you want to spend something less than $100, if you want to use that $24 to buy some hooks or, you know, some line or whatever, no problem. You can spend it right away. Now, because you kind of have to wait a couple of extra days, we are going to run a full week next week of double dip sales, okay? And I'm going to talk through all those brands with you guys so that you guys can plan. So if you want to take your gift card and then use it on some of our favorite brands that we're able to partner with, we're going to run 24% off, and then you could use your 24% gift card, and you can just have fun this week, okay? So we're really excited just to, you know, thank the brands and thank you guys and, you know, save money and have a good time, right? So cheers to you guys. Did that make sense, Jeff? It makes sense in my head.
It broke it down for me.
All right, it makes really good sense. Now, gift cards are going to automatically issue, so they'll go to the email that you guys put on the order, okay? So after you place your order, you should receive a gift card in your inbox. Depending on how your filters are set up, it may end up in your spam, okay? So before you freak out and send me an email saying I didn't get it, please check your spam folder, okay? A lot of them end up there. If you've gone 30, 40 minutes and you still haven't get it, then just fire us an email and we'll make sure that we navigated it. Maybe you spelled your email wrong or maybe something weird happened, but it should show up right away and then it's all yours. And you can keep it, you can save it, you can spend it, you can do whatever you want. But I like this tariff reversal.
Wow, the first of its kind.
This is good. A negative tariff.
Yeah.
I love it. 24% back. Man, how amazing would the world be? You buy something and you just get stuff back.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be cool.
That'd be actually insane.
All right, let's, before we jump into some new product, while we're on the tariff conversation, the reverse tariff, let's talk about the week. So today is Sunday. So today and tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, it's going to be store-wide. So buy whatever you want, right? You guys need rods, you need reels, you need baits, you need line. Buy whatever you want, whatever that number is, you'll get the gift card back, right? So let's talk about the specials we're going to be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week so that you guys know, hey, look, they're going to do a special on this brand on Thursday. So today I'm going to hold off and I'm just going to buy, you know, this stuff, and then I'll knock that out on Thursday. So let's run through those, and then we'll jump in and talk about some new stuff, okay? Let's do it. All right, so Tuesday of this week, we are going to run a special 24% off 2 brands, okay? So if either of these brands are brands you're planning on stocking up on today, just wait, okay? Get rods, reels, lines, or other brands, okay? But on Tuesday, we are going to be doing 24% off Jackal, okay? So on top of Jackal, we are also going to be doing 24% off of Elements. So Elements and Jackal on Tuesday, 24% off. And this is everything. So soft baits, hard baits, swim baits, frogs, whatever will be there. So this will give you guys a chance to even double dip. So you get the discount, plus you could use your free gift cards and double dip away. Okay, so that'll be Tuesday. On Wednesday, we are going to do 24% off Lucky Craft and Shimano hard baits. Okay, so anything Lucky Craft, you guys are planning on buying 100 LVs today? Yeah, maybe might want to wait till Wednesday to do that, okay? Because then you can double dip. If you just need 1 LV today and a bunch of other stuff, then yeah, throw it on there. You're still going to get 24% gift card. But Wednesday, we'll have a special Lucky Craft and Shimano promotion. Thursday, 24% off Whiplash, BKK, and Duo. Okay, so 3 great brands that we do a lot with. So hard baits, soft baits, hooks, glide baits, all that. That will be Thursday's deal. Friday, 24% off Hideup, Norris, and Spro. Okay, so those 3 brands, that's going to be everything from crankbaits to frogs to soft plastics to, you know, crazy sea urchins, right? Anything you guys want from those brands will be 24% off Friday, so you guys can double dip. And then finally Saturday, we are doing 24% off Imakatsu and Raid Japan. Okay, and that'll be on everything from soft plastics, hard baits, rods, any of that. 24% off on those guys. So there you go. That way you guys can plan accordingly. And again, anything in store today, tomorrow, buy away. You're going to get up to 24% back on a gift card instantly that you guys can use anytime you want. It's our way of saying thank you guys for your business and thank you for the trust. And we got this. We'll navigate it together. We'll figure out the nuttiness. Hopefully in a perfect world, everything just goes away and life goes back to just being blissful, right? We can drink Orion with no tariff. But whatever it is, we got it together. All right, Jeff, let's dive into some tackle and talk tackle, okay? So obviously during any kind of promotional sale like this is going to be your best chance. If you guys want to pick up some rods, if you want to pick up some reels, line, any of that, this would be a great chance to do that. So I would recommend highly going for the big ticket items, but we have some baits to discuss, okay? And one of the things that we are dropping today is our remaining custom bentos. So this is the brand new subscription program. We changed earlier this year from being a monthly JDM Bento Box to a new quarterly custom Bento Box. It is a beautiful box full of custom baits. A lot of these are one-offs. So each box is anchored by a Megabass Etovision 110 Pop Max and 2 other baits that are in a brand new color, never been done before with Megabass. That is a one and done only in these boxes, okay? The boxes, if you're on the subscription, are $200. The remaining boxes are $250. Okay, so as we drop them today, they're $250. But you guys can take advantage of the 24% deal. So if you spend $250 in a box, you're gonna get a $48 gift card back. So it's basically a $202 deal. So you're basically even. Once they're gone, they're gone. Never gonna be made again. So I think most of you have been paying attention this week, but in case you haven't, the Megabass limited color in this box is SS Albino Pearl Reaction. And we did this in a 110, in a Pop Max, in an S crank, and in a 110 +1 Junior. Okay, now this is a color that I almost debated not putting in this box because this is a color that I selfishly wanted for my own arsenal for years. And having it a one and done is kind of painful because, you know, every year, especially in the spring, Albino Pearl Shad Mag Draft is like my go-to. I basically live on it for like 3 months out of the year. And so now we finally have that same color in a hard bait. It incorporates the same Albino Pearl Shad Red Pearl Swirl. We elevated a little bit with a abalone shell skin coating, so it's going to have that kind of scale-esque pattern to it. We put a little subtle hit, a little bit of morning dawn on the top, a little smoky eye, but we also worked really hard on this color to not just match the red pearl, but to also match when you hold it up to the light, it turns that same kind of teal blue hue that the Mag Draft does. And that's one of the magical pieces about that bait. So it's a simple bait, but it's a fish catcher. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably gonna catch more fish than any custom bait Megabass has ever made, because it's designed for fishermen, right? So there you go. There is the color on that. On top of the Megabass baits, there is also a limited edition White Walker Teckle Frog. Half of the boxes have a Hunker Frog that I have here. The other half have a Sprinker Frog, okay, but they're both in the same White Walker color. There is also a pack of Scooper Frog Daddy and Scooper Frog Magnum in albino ice. It's so dirty, right? So albino ice is, again, kind of taking inspiration from albino pearl shad. You're going to get that kind of really beautiful red hue. But then on the bottom, let me take it out. It's better. On the bottom, I kind of went with a two-tone on this. So you have that kind of nice, almost albino pearl shad back, and at the bottom is kind of a clear with some hologram flakes. So you get that kind of two-tone look. Just a little different color hue. The Scooper Frog Magnum and Scooper Frog Daddy can be worked a lot of different ways. Top water is how it was built. It's an elastomer style bait, but a lot of guys stroll it. They'll use it in a wobble head or some kind of swim jig, and they'll just stroll it deep, and it has an amazing stroll ability to it as well. If you guys didn't see our full breakdown on this box, we did post it on Thursday. Maybe Jeff will leave a link here or down in the description. If you guys want to check it out, we talk about the riggings and everything for those as well. There is the first time ever Bone Air in an OSP Blitz EXDR. This is a special white color that we do here in shop. It's also a tease for next weekend.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that there.
I'm getting a bone air right now.
I know you are, Jeff. I can see. Stay back, please. Yeah. There's also a custom one-off, never been done before White Walker in an Evoke 1.2. Evoke's one of our favorite square bills. It looks disgusting in White Walker. And then we had Lucky Craft do a similar kind of spin-off to a Megabass Respect Series color that sold out right away that we all loved. This is Orange Night Tiger in an LB500 and a Pointer 78DD. This is a really nice color. It's very similar to Spook and Tiger, which was a Megabass Respect Series. We changed the colors up slightly, and then we added like this really kind of dope kind of color shifting scale pattern on the back. It kind of turns a bluish purple and then down to kind of an orangish belly. But there you go. Everything in here, custom built for this box, only available in this box. If it speaks to you, you can go ahead and snatch them up, and they are yours. Enjoy. All right, Jeff, we introduced this and did a midweek drop to make sure you guys could start getting them, but this is the official YouTube drop, and YouTube launch anyway, of the brand new jackhammer from EverGreen and Z-Man. This is the EverGreen jackhammer Baby Jack. Check this out.
Since the jackhammer was born, it demanded excellence. With every great forebearer comes a successor that demands more. With a 20% smaller blade, it emits a higher pitch vibration that even the weariest fish can't deny. Staying low profile with a strong hook, with the same distinction of the jackhammer, you now have a more tactical approach.
All right, so there you go. We basically have a smaller, more compact version of the original jackhammer, the Baby Jack. What's nice about this is a lot of times when you hear compact or small, you go from like a full size to like a tiny, right? Almost like a bait finesse size. And this has kind of been a trend in a lot of Japanese chatterbaits, is they go from like a half ounce and then you have to downsize like this tiny little quarter ounce thing, right? Now, if you guys want smaller little quarter ounce, there is a quarter ounce size in all the colors. And I'll walk through the colors with you, but they also maintained the 3/8 and the half ounce size. I'm dropping them like crazy. So there's also a 3/8 and a half ounce. So if you guys are used to throwing already a 3/8 ounce or a half ounce and you just want to throw a more compact version, now you have it. So let me compare and contrast, okay? So here's an original jackhammer. Okay, let's take this out so you guys can see, and I'll talk about the differences here. This is one of those baits that where the subtle differences is going to make a big difference. Okay, so here's an original half ounce white jackhammer. Okay, and then here is the new half ounce white Baby Jack. Okay, so you can see these side by side. Okay, so they've done a couple different things. They've changed the head slightly, so even though this is half and this is half, the weight's transferred back a little bit further to downsize the head a little bit. The biggest difference here is the blade size, right? So that smaller blade is going to give you a tighter movement. It's going to give you a little quieter approach and a little less vibration. So this is something similar to where if you're a crankbait fisherman, maybe you throw the full size, would be similar to throwing like a wide moving, like maybe in a Voke, right? And then the smaller blade is going to be something similar to throwing like a flat side crankbait, like a sonic side or a flat force, right? Just going to change up the pitch, going to change up the vibration. If you're fishing in areas where they're used to seeing a ton of the original jackhammer, so let's be honest, 100% of anglers pretty much throw a jackhammer at some point. So if you guys are fishing at like Gunnersville, for instance, there may be 2,000 people a day throwing a jackhammer. Now you can basically present something that's going to be able to fish in the same zones, the same area, but with a more finesse approach. Now, instead of a big 5/0 heavy wire Gamakatsu hook, they've gone to a 3/0 decoy. It's a little lighter gauge. It's not a light gauge, right? It's still a pretty good gauge hook, so you can still throw this on 16-pound, 20-pound braid. You still have the ability to throw the same gear. It's just a more compact downsize version. Okay, this is the 1/2 ounce. Just want to show you the sizing difference on the head. This is the 3/8 ounce. Okay, so you can see it's a substantially smaller already. This is that new smallmouth magic color. It looks dirty. I love it. So there's the 3/8, and then from the 3/8 it goes to 1/4. Okay, so if you guys did want a real finesse size, there is a 1/4 ounce finesse size in there as well. It's green pumpkin shad. That also looks disgusting. So the 1/4 ounce is going to be nice if you want to keep it real high, if you want to fish it real slow. Maybe you guys are fishing from shore. Maybe you want to throw it in a pond or a creek or something like that. This gives you the ability to do it. Let's run through the colors real fast. They did it in all their most popular colors. So it's going to be available in Bee Height Delight. It's going to be available in black blue. It's going to be available in chartreuse white. It's going to be available in golden shiner. It's going to be available in green pumpkin, in clear water shad, in smallmouth magic, in Brett's bluegill, in white, and then in green pumpkin shad. I feel like I just did green pumpkin shad, but if I did that one twice, I don't know. They're all blending together in my mind. Maybe I didn't do it. So there you go. The brand new jackhammer baby jack from EverGreen, available now, all sizes, all colors, in stock now. All right, staying kind of in the same lane for a minute with the baby jack. Brett Height, who's a friend of all of ours, he operates out of this shop, been a friend for ages. He is the mastermind behind the jackhammer and the baby jack. He is also the mastermind behind the preferred trailer for the jackhammer, which is a Yamamoto Zako. So when they built this baby jack, the regular Zako was too much, the baby Zako was too little, so they developed a new Zako as well. And this is also the official release of that. So I introduce the 3.5 Zako Slim. Okay, so this was built specifically for these smaller bladed style chatterbaits, whether it's the baby jack or if you guys are using little 1/4 ounce guys. This is a slightly downsized, so it goes in between the regular Zako and the baby Zako, but it's also a more slender bait. Okay, so it's a little bit thinner than a regular Zako, so that tighter pitch on the baby jack can still move it and still gives it a great movement. So if you guys are going to pick up any of these baby jacks, I'd recommend picking up the slim Zako as well, because it was specifically built and designed for this bait. I'm just going to rig one up so you guys can see it rigged. The baby jack, you can see a lot of this weight is now transferred backwards, so the head side can be a little bit smaller. It still has the double hook keeper, so your trailer stays on there really well. But there you go. It's like a perfect fit on that there. Perfect profile. You have that slender profile, so that tighter pitch is still going to work great. It's going to be available in all the colors that you would expect. So there you go. The brand new Slim Zako from Yamamoto is also dropping today. Now, on top of Slim Zako, Yamamoto is also introducing new colors in the regular Zakos. Okay, so both the 3-inch and the 4-inch We're seeing colors. Let me know if I need to take any of these out. Yamamoto packaging is very strange. Yeah, they really don't want you to miss the California warning.
Yeah.
On the back.
My goodness.
Like, you know, most
heavens.
most brands put the little California warning like right down
in
here,
the corner.
right?
Yeah.
No, they're like the whole fucking
The whole thing, baby.
Yeah. So Morning Dawn is a new color.
Goodness.
Right? Houdini 2, TOO, is a new color. And these are going to be in both sizes. Blue Crawl, it's kind of a bluish green pumpkin. We also see Bougie Blue. I'm expecting my tariff, my bougie tariff, Yamamoto. Okay. And then, what's this? I haven't seen this one yet. Oh, Tilapia Magic. That's kind of a cool color. Tilapia Magic. Okay, so some new colors all the way around in the Zako from Yamamoto. All right, Jeff. It was also a kind of a strange week for me because you posted a video on your YouTube, the Great Swimbait Fisherman's YouTube.
Yeah.
And you were throwing a jig.
Okay. Yeah, swim jig.
But still, it was like normal.
Yeah, like kind of a normal lure.
So, you know, every week I talk shit about you not catching anything.
Yeah, sure you do.
And so you must have finally caved to the idea of, okay, maybe I should do something normal.
Yeah, let me try
And then you
this
go out there
normal
and
thing.
sack 40 pounds with it.
Yeah.
So, congratulations.
Yeah, just bass fishing. It could be so simple if you don't throw a giant 10-inch lure.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, so now that you're kind of a jig guy,
Huge.
right?
Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up jig fishing, we talked about spider jigs.
Like
all the
10
time.
years ago?
12 years. Spider jig,
Right.
which is basically meant to hula grub.
Hula grub.
Right? So this is going to be up your alley. The brand new 2.5-inch hula grub from Yamamoto.
Up my alley, you said?
Well, you're a jig guy.
Right, but that small size?
Yep.
What am I supposed to do
So
with
there
that?
you go.
Okay.
So the hula grub, everybody knows that's, you know,
Staple.
kind of a no-brainer. It's a staple. Yamamoto makes that great highly salted plastic. This is going to be a good finesse size to put on the back of like a K-Tech football jig head. That's what I would put it on. You can use a jig trailer, but dude, if you put this on a little 1/4 ounce or 3/8 ounce K-Tech head, throw this around for some smallmouth, it's going to be dumb. All right, you're going to catch them all probably. So it's going to come with the legs attached. So all you have to do is literally just unattach the leg back there. They did this so that when you get the baits, they're all straight and they're not bent, by the way, okay? So now you've got everything unlocked. All the normal colors, so from, you know, cinnamon purple, like what I have, to baby bass, to watermelon red, right? So blue crawfish, like all the normal colors are gonna be offered in that. But that's the new 2.5-inch hula grub from Yamamoto. Those are available now. Okay, also we see some new colors in Yamatunuki. Okay, remember when Yamatunuki was all anybody was talking about? Right. When's the last time you heard Yamatunuki?
About 2 years ago.
Yeah, when it launched. But for those of you who still throw the Yamatunuki, both sizes have a bunch of new colors, and they're all kind of shaddy colors. Okay, so you got Tilapia Magic, you got Sexy Shad. What's this? Sexy Shad, Green Thunder, right? So some new kind of shad type tones from Yamamoto and the Yamatunuki. All right, Jeff, next thing you know, you're going to be making strolling videos, so pay attention, okay?
Right.
The Yamamoto Scope Shad, which I know has been on your radar, okay?
Really been watching it.
There are new sizes and new colors.
New colors.
Okay, so now there is a 3.5-inch and a 4-inch size of Scope Shad, okay? And they came out with a whole line of like clearish baitfish kind of patterns, right? So, you know, let's take one out so you can see, because nobody can see through the damn Yamamoto packaging. Okay, so there you go, kind of a clearish baitfish. So most of us would call this Money Shot Violet. They're calling it Stealth Blue Glimmer. That's fine. You know,
That's
whatever,
fine.
right? But a bunch of them like that. So let me run through this. So Stealth Blue Glimmer, Stealth Chartreuse Purple. So it's kind of like a clear table rock. That's pretty nice. Stealth Purple Shimmer, kind of a clear purple, very nice. And Stealth Pinkasagi, so kind of a pink wakasagi. And then there's also Stealth Ice Out, kind of a blue. And same colors are going to be available in both sizes, so the 3.5 and the 4-inch. scope shads from Yamamoto. Scope shad designed to be a strolling bait. You can put it on that Buckeye head as well, and kind of fish it Demiki rig style. A lot of guys will drop shot it and stuff. So might be some good game, good bait fish patterns. There you go. And then really quick, huge restock across the board and some new colors in the D Shad. Okay, so this is a Yamamoto kind of fluke style bait. So we see some new colors. We have Houdini 2 and Tilapia Magic in that. And then same thing on Senko's, huge restock in some new colors. Morning Dawn makes it into a 5-inch Senko now. Cinnamon Black Flake returns, kind of a new cinnamon color, South Africa special. So there's some new colors all the way around through the whole lineup there of Yamamoto. All right, let's jump over to line. Braided line, a hot conversation, I would say, especially over the last year, right? We all kind of switched from whatever line we were using to that Sunline to Fire D braid, right? It kind of just became the staple for everybody. Of course, as all things good, they discontinued it. They came back out with an Almight that was supposed to be the same, not exactly the same, and it's kind of a love-or-hate relationship. Some guys love it, some guys hate it. I'm more on the love side. I have not had a problem. My fish is great, but you ask Griff, he hates it, right? So depending on where you are, you may or may not love this edition, but Almight is now available in bulk spools. So there's now a 600-yard spool of Almight available. Almight is the cord 4-strand, so it's almost like a 5-strand, right? So it's a 4-strand braid, but it has a solid core through the middle. It's designed as a neutral density line. It's available in camo and pink. So, I have nothing but great things to say about it. I've had a lot of success with it. So if that speaks to you and you guys like bulk spools, and anytime, there's a promotion like what we have going on today, getting a bulk spool is a great idea because you get the 24% back. So there you go. New bulk sizes from Sunline and the Almight. All right, Jeff, let's jump over to Megabass real quick. Megabass earlier this year launched their 2025 Lucky Backs, right? And we had a few leftover items that when I was in Japan last, I found, some of the Pop Maxes or some of the 110 SRs, we were able to do an early drop. They also had a handful more of their limited edition snake colored OG dog X's, okay? So we're gonna drop this as a set. It's a set of 4. You get one of each one. So 4 different snake colors here in the OG Dog X. The OG Dog X is a 1/4 ounce. It's 80 millimeters. It's a great walking bait. I'll take one out so you guys can see it. This is not a bait that's available on the market anymore. So it's literally only available in this box and in some super, super sick Year of the Snake color patterns as well. You can hear it's got some sound to it. Right, so even though it's a small bait and it's a finesse walking bait, you still get that great kind of knock that you're used to hearing in something like a kick knocker or super spook or something like that. So really easy bait to throw. It's a fun bait, and you get it in 4 beautiful colors. Can you see all those colors okay through the package, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are a collector or if you like just fishing really fun, kind of dope, kind of snaky style colors, this is a great 4-pack of these colors, and those are available now while supplies last. While I'm on Megabass hard baits, huge restock across the board, pretty much on everything. So almost everything Megabass is back in stock. This is one of those brands that I'm going to help you guys navigate. So a lot of the tariffs that you guys are seeing are on Japan, of course, right? But there's also some other tariffs that maybe seem like they shouldn't affect you. Things like 32% from Taiwan or 48% from Vietnam, right? Taiwan, famous for making soft plastics. A lot of our favorite soft plastics come out of Taiwan. Sakamata shad, like Depths is going to have a lot to navigate, right? Sakamata shad, bull flat, cover scat, all out of Taiwan. Megabass, Hazadong shad, some of our favorite baits out of Taiwan. Vietnam the same way. There's a lot of things that come out of Vietnam. Levante rods, right? Dark sleevers, like a lot of cool things that hopefully we won't have to navigate, short term. But for now, everything's in stock. 110 Max LBOs have been super hot this spring. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, everybody decided they need 110 Max LBOs. They've been kind of run over. They're all back in stock. So if you guys have been waiting, these are in. I know a lot of our guys have been smoking them. Griff's been smoking them this spring on those. 110 plus ones have also been hot. A big restock. We grabbed the last of some of the Respect and the rarer colors are still available. There's even a handful left still of the GP Baby Kingyo, which was the new color that they released at the Bassmasters Classic. Almost out of stock, but if you guys are waiting to pick any of these up, those are in as well. Also, huge restock across the board on rods. Orochi X10, Destroyer P5. So if you guys are in the rod market, this would be a great week to check those out. But there's also a brand new P5 to the US market that we're going to talk about today. And this is the Gravel Code. Now, if you guys remember back to when we first R&D'd and tested the Destroyer P5s out, the Gravel Code was one of my favorite rods that I wanted. It had a red grip at the time. So it was a little bit different look, but it wasn't, the taper wasn't exactly dialed. Okay, so the reason we didn't bring them over to the US was we were waiting on the taper to just be slightly tweaked, and now it is perfect, and now it is available for you guys. The Gravel Code is an f2.5/6.2, so it's a 6'2", 2.5 power rod. Its rating is 1/8 to 1/2 ounce. It is built, they're calling it extra fast, okay, and it's pretty fast at the top, but even though it's built for throwing lighter finesse plastics, things like light free rig, maybe a weightless plastic, a Neko rig, something like that, because it's P5, it's kind of similar to a Windbuster, maybe kind of the opposite. I love this rod for little crankbaits, small jerk baits, small walking baits, okay? So if you guys want a nice little finessey plastic rod, it's great. But if you're looking for a rod to throw a little 1/4 ounce crankbait, small little like X80 Junior, a little tiny walking bait, this rod's dope. So that P5 gives all the way down through the blank. So even though it's technically an extra fast, it still has this gorgeous taper in this real kind of parabolic midsection that allows it to play fish well and keep fish pinned on treble hooks. I think you guys are gonna love it. And of course, I mean, who doesn't love the carbon grip, right? It just looks super, super sexy. So if you're gonna pair this up with a reel, it pairs with all the bait finesse reels, so like an Aldebaran bait finesse or a Calcutta bait finesse, but also any of the CT size stuff. So Steve CT, any of that 60, 70 side, a Metanium DC70 would be dope on this. Any of that smaller reel stuff fits it absolutely perfect. So there you go. Enjoy. And here's the thing. Right now I've got Gravel Codes. Right now I've got Destroyer P5s. Depending on how these tariffs go, a lot of these brands may just say, you know what, I'm just gonna not bring anything in until this gets resolved, right? So if there's something that speaks to you that you may want, how we get it while availability is there. So there you go. New from Megabass. All right, Jeff, and just one more quick note while we are doing our tariff reversal day and doing the 24% back. We spent all day yesterday and Friday inventorying Daiwa, Shimano, Loomis, tried to put as many big ticket things in as we could for you guys. So if you guys have been waiting on, any reels from spinning to casting, Steez, Zillion to Tulas, Exist, all that, are back in stock in pretty much every gear ratio and retrieve you can think of. Rod-wise, same thing. Poison Ultimas, NRX, Poison Adrenas, Steez, X-Pride, Combat 6 return as well in all Combat 6. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on like the 7/8 Heavy or the Jackhammer rod. All those return as well. So there you go, guys. If now is a good time for you, this is going to be an awesome time to scoop up any of that gear. All right, and just like that, Jeff, we are done for today.
Okay.
Thank you for being here,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you.
Are you excited about that 2.5-inch Hula grub?
Just as much as I am for the tariff.
So negative excitement.
Negative.
Okay, understood. Anything stand out to you that we did talk about today?
Stand out was the Bento Box, obviously.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And to all of you guys who have supported that program, thank you for your business. if you want to scoop up an extra one, or if you aren't on the subscription, you can pick that up. Based on the upsetness of the flippers, we'll probably have some open subscription spots. A lot of you guys have been hitting me up because it was a sold out subscription. So let me see how it all shakes out. And next month, we might open up some new subscriptions for you guys as well, if you want to hop on that. So again, take advantage for today and tomorrow. Any purchase you guys make over $100, you guys will get the gift card back based on the amount you spend, up to 24% back on a gift card. And again, it's my way, and everybody here's way of saying thank you guys for your business. Thank you for the trust in us. You know, I love fishing. I love the fishing industry. I love Japan tackle. It's just such a fun, it's just fun to every week be able to come and do this. So, you know, I'm only able to do it because you guys watch this nuttiness every Sunday. So thank you guys on behalf of myself and my family and everybody here at the Hookup Tackle. Thank you for watching these videos. If you have any questions or anything, drop it down below. Or of course, you can find me on Instagram. I'll be loitering around Instagram all day today. So, you know, if you got rod questions, real questions, whatever, let me know. Of course, if you guys want to take advantage of any double dipping opportunities this week, you know, hold on to those gift cards and we'll drop all of that stuff this week as we go. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. A special Bonaire weekend coming next weekend. There's a little bit of a tease. It's been a few years since we've had the Bonaire I'm talking about. So enjoy this weekend, my friends. Go catch some fish, hug your family, drink delicious Orion before the tariffs hit. Go get it now. Have a good weekend, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. Cheers. Peace out for now. Later.